Hello, this is Running Robert, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program, Part 7. So we are going to be trying to fix our red cube production. What has happened in the last couple games is that we have colonized another planet. We've done a lot of stuff. However, our red cube production, not doing so hot. Obviously, you can see we have plenty of crude oil, and we are filling up on refined oil. But my poor little hydrogen tank just cannot keep up. So obviously we will need to do more of that. So what we're going to do is pretty much build another couple of oil refineries to help me out with that. And yeah, we're going to kind of go from there. Let's see if I can actually build straight here. And it's not going to let me build. I'm actually going to build over that. And back down to the other side. You can see now we have stuff coming from here. First thing we're going to go is, let's see. First thing, let's go back to research. As you see my tree here, we're starting to get through some of the red stuff, but they need a huge amount of reds, and we just don't have that at the moment. So we're not going to worry about proliferators. So that's kind of what we're working on. So, yep, we can also make more hydrogen that way, which we might do because that would be also very helpful. So we'll go ahead and we're going to activate that for X-ray cracking. It, as you see though, it's going to start fast, but we're going to slow down real quick. Okay, so what do we need again to produce that? We're going to need our oil refinery here. So what we're going to do is we're going to build the refinery. And you can see we need steel. So this is a good chance to go over kind of the base at the moment. We're going to take off. So pretty much we have our red research over here. Obviously it's getting its graphite and getting the hydrogen and going in. However, you can see only 2 or 3 are active. So we are not getting a huge amount of blocks. Energy fields over here. Our first source is steel right here, which we'll go ahead and grab. Over here is kind of the base for chips, basic chips. And then our blue research, which is going wonderfully, and blue and red, excuse me, are going into here for the first little research corner. And then of course, lots of electricity. Let's head on back. You can see this research has definitely slowed to a crawl because we are just not producing enough hydrogen. And that is always a problem in these games. So go ahead and take a land. And what we're gonna do, back to the oil refineries, and we can produce 2. So that's what we're going to do. We need stone. Not that terrible. Can take about a minute to do. So in the meantime, though, we can start to kind of look at what our logistics are going to be. We'd probably need another storage tank. Especially going to need another storage tank for this because this is starting to get a little full, unfortunately. So we are going to go into our menu 2 and we can build a couple of those. We definitely need some stone brick, though, before we really get started. We have a minute. Let me go to my charging station over here. Charging on up. As you can see, my generation, I probably need to make another generator thing. This is getting kind of close at 23 when I'm using 19 when I'm into it. So obviously, we'll probably need some more of those in a little bit. We are still waiting for our first over here. I thought I had 2, but I guess it's only 1. Because obviously we need those stones. Okay, so we're pretty good in charge here. Good time to pick up some stones. I think I keep them at my far base. There are my stone veins, and that makes glass. We're just going to grab the stone. That is plenty of coal for me. Very helpful. And there's some graphite that I also could use. Okay. Cool. We made 1 of those. It's going to make 1 more of those. We have enough stone for the moment. We can fly right back. You end up flying a lot in this game. Sometimes it's very disorganized, especially how I play. So we do have another crude oil steep over here, but as you can see, this one is still fine. Like, it's still producing a lot. We can always tie it in when we need to. Okay. How do I not still have this built yet? I thought I already built it. But I built something else. Oh, I built the wrong thing. Look at that. I'm building the extractor. I need to build a refinery, but I can build 2 more of those. Well, we might as well go ahead and use that then. Not even worry about it. Let's see, where is mining or gathering? Yeah, that is definitely my bad. So let's go ahead and put that over there. Connect it to the electrical grid. It's probably good because that will slow down over time, so not the worst thing in the world. So we're going to go ahead and put that out there. Put my first storage tank. Great. Okay, so that's going to get started. We'll worry about dealing with that later. Did all this stuff and didn't even build the right thing. This is an oil refinery this time. 100% I'm sure about that. Okay. There we go. Okay, wonderful. So let's go ahead. We'll get this guy building. We're just going to build him right over here. We'll probably be able to build 2 of these. So we'll build 1 on each side. So let's go ahead. We'll build him right here. Actually, we'll build him right here. We can send both of them out. Okay. Obviously, fuel goes in. Great. Okay, so we're going to kind of delete some of these guys for the moment. We don't really need them, and we misbuilt them. So one, we're going to have going over to this guy. It's pretty simple. Come here. There we go. Actually, he can go right there. Just connect right onto that line. Okay. Let's go ahead and give him a little power. Second one. Let's go right here. And he is going to build. Okay, let's see, we got him going. Oh, we need to get him going there, and boom. Okay. So in a second, we should see this stuff starting to pop out. There we go. Okay, so that oil is just going to kind of go up to there. This is a little bit farther away, so we need to connect it to that source. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Go up that way. And we'll go up that way. There we go. Okay. Oh, I want to do that one just... There we go. Okay, so, first one done. We're definitely going to need a lot of extra tanks for this, unfortunately. That is, I think, what's the next thing that's going to come up as a problem, but we'll worry about that in a second. Okay, second refinery. Need foundation support. Oh, and we are... Come on, there we go. It'll be a little further out, no big deal, though. So, same things as before. You go in. Obviously, the hydrogen, very simple. Put it right there. The other component we have, let's see. I'm gonna put it here. And then we're just going to do a little double connection going on. Okay. Let's get this started. And another power pole, of course. Okay. So again, like I said, the next problem I'm going to have is this is going to get very full very quick, especially since it has nowhere to go. I know my research is way too slow. We're hoping to speed that up. We're working. What we're going to do here for the moment, just kind of build. There we go. Do another tank, which we did not build yet. I had built it. There you go. I just one tank for the moment. 6-second core, very nice. This will help kind of get more fuel into it. It's a stopgap measure for what I have at the moment. Cool. So now we're gonna start filling up that tank. That'll give us twice as much as we need. Okay, everything is. That looks like everything is running pretty well. Fuel is going up. We probably could put a fourth one up there if we really wanted to. It's just going right into there. But you can kind of see already, I have all three now moving. Still absolutely have nothing in my storage tanks, but that is okay. Let's check these guys. They are moving just very slowly. So the next thing we need to find a way to do more of this. And that's what we're doing with the X-ray cracking. Let's see, this one is under the catalyst of hydrogen and some graphite. We'll be able to produce, with hydrogen and the oil, we'll be able to produce graphite and more. So this is kind of nice. This is kind of what we're going to set up for next. So let's go over to my graphite over here. And like I said, this is making more than enough graphite. That guy is not. He's a little short, but these guys making more than enough graphite with the stone. I have plenty of stone to use in several coal to use in several locations. So that is not an issue. Some of these are definitely overfull. So let's go ahead and get a storage box going. And we can at least start getting some of it into it. Okay. Oh, and you can see finally starting to back up. Really nice to see that. So, in my research, still getting there. It's slow. It goes between having enough, there you go, to 2 minutes, down to 4. So that's kind of what it is these guys continue to produce everything they need to do. But now, you can see they are pretty much fully up on everything. So really good. So this should really help my red. Maybe I could even put in another red, but like I said, I'm gonna wait for that hydrogen to kind of get into a little bit better spot for it. Okay. Cool. So while we are waiting, let's look at the research tree a little bit. So we have another recipe there. We can make some crystals, thrusters, which we really don't need yet. We're going to put those away. Motors, which we don't need yet either. So we're just kind of looking around to see what we can do, what we need. Hydrogen fuel rods. Okay, so this is something that we could start making. So we don't really have the hydrogen for it at the moment, but we will need to make this to make these fuel rods. And the biggest thing we see down there is it needs titanium. Obviously, you can see no titanium on this planet. So let's go ahead. Let's power up a little bit. Oh, we are running actually a little close. So we need to probably make more power somewhere. So let's take a look at the old map. There is our coal vein right up there. It's perfect. Let's go ahead while we're waiting for all of this stuff to kind of finish. Yeah, because, yep. Oh, you can see one of the problems I do have is I am still dependent on coal energy. That way it wasn't charging very well. So, of course, we make plenty of coal, which is good. But coal doesn't really last that long. So it's good. There's a couple. Jeez, there's so much coal up here. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's just make one small little coal production facility right here. Same thing I've been doing. So we're going to go ahead and grab him. 6, 5, 6. That's good enough. Grab that out to just there. Power, we need some thermals. No big deal there. Thermal 3. Exactly how many I want. Looks like we're gonna need a little bit of a wind turbine to start this plant off. While we are building that, let's go ahead and connect this to the power grid. Oh, that's maybe a little bit too far. Yep, let's try it again. Wonderful. Okay, that's good to know, but we need more power before we can do any of that. There we go. Connect him to the power grid. Perfect. Okay. As you can see, that's pretty much started. We still have about 40-something seconds. We're going to build a charger here. And we're going to... Oof. Yeah, that power supply is definitely not generating the way I want to. It's the problem. But we definitely need this supply to go. Another 20-something seconds. And then let's see what we need for another one after that. Because we might make a couple of these... We need everything. I have to go back and get a lot of the stuff, which is fine. I've been working through my production. No big deal. Okay, there we go. First one is now built. Second one will be built. And third one, I'm waiting for it, will be built. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and pick everything up. And then just kind of choose some of these. There we go. Okay. And now I'm at, let's see, even with the charging, which will go up to 21, 22, we have 29. So it's a pretty good start. We will probably have to make more of that. But as you saw in a little bit of time, we did get something new there, so we're good with that. But let's go ahead, let's look at the upgrades. One thing that would be nice is to have more energy. So we're going to go ahead and get that one going. Reds are going to be okay for the moment. So we're full there. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick up some stone. And we're going to pick up some copper and iron reserves. That's pretty good. We'll pick up some steel too, because, you know, why not? Okay. That should make me be able to build. Let's see, where's power? Yep, so I can build a lot more of those now. That's great. So the next thing I did build was the fractionator. We are going to work from there to make more hydrogen, because that's kind of what we need. But we're going to pick the correct one this time and build one. Oh, and we need these now too. Probably glass is what I'm thinking I'm missing. Let's go grab some really quick while we're waiting and building that up there. Glass production. I think, oh, come here. Whee! Fly, 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 and glass. Okay. Okay, now I can build more in one. Glass, very nice. Don't need a huge amount of it. But we are going to fly back to this area over here. And we're going to try to make this work. And I believe I have everything connected appropriately for it. As the sun comes up, a beautiful day, beautiful sunrise going on here. Yeah, I have to get me full of fuel. And it's so close. So close to being full. I'm doing a good job there. That's what I like. Okay, so first let's go ahead. 20 seconds. Let's put it down first. I'll just make sure we know how it works before we do anything else with it. Okay, so we go here, and if we click on this, we need the refined oil, and we need the hydrogen. Okay. We can go ahead. Let's exit that guy out there. Well, hydrogen is here. Our refined fuel is over here. That's pretty easy, though, to make a little bit of a bridge over there. We can just make it here. Fly, my little bots, fly. Well, I probably now can put in more research for red now that this is going at a pretty good base and everything is going pretty well. I need more bots too. That might be something better I can do at some point. Go ahead. Botting away. Okay, great. Okay, so we have the hydrogen there, and we have the bombs. Wonderful. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's put this down. We're gonna put that like right here. Gonna get our one connection over there, and we're gonna tell it, hey, I want to do that. Okay, so simple enough. That's gonna go in there. It's gonna go in there. And then let's see. Let's build a tank for the hydrogen. We're going to build a tank for the graphite too. So let's just kind of build that over there. I don't want to overload it or have any issues with it. So let's just build one. We can go ahead and take that graphite issue out of the way at the moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect there. Graphite. Graphite. And then my tank there. Almost there, almost there. Come on, tank. Cool. And we're gonna pick that. There we go. Okay, so now we have a couple more hydrogen, which is good. This will actually give me a little bit of reserve, which is really nice. And I think we can probably build a second one of these right behind it, because we have enough oil, we have enough hydrogen. Let's go ahead and let's get us 2 more. I'm building one at a time. I only have to wait 100 seconds. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna place probably one over here, but we do need, looks like we're gonna need some more of these too. There's plenty of those. Let's get everything else I need for this. Plenty of those. I should be good with boxes, and I still have 200 of these, so we're in good shape. Might have to take out some of that. Cool. Let's go ahead and we're going to extend this out just a little bit this way. Should have enough space. Let's see, do we... Oh, there's the first one is built. Wonderful. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that going. So this is going to pose a little bit of a challenge, and I'll show you how I'm going to fix it for now. Okay, so again... Okay. So now that they're both going to where they need to go, so we're going to produce him over here, him over here. Okay, graphite, we're going to put right back here. And really, we're just going to make a pretty basic connection right here and just pretty much keep throwing them over here. Hydrogen, we're going to go over that side, actually. That's a perfect idea right there. So he's going to go over here and connect to that. And go ahead and we're going to power this bad boy up. Get him making what we need. Perfect. Okay, and then we got our sorters. So of course, first sorter, graphite. Then second sorter, that. And this is also nice because it's giving me a second source of hydrogen, which is good because I will start to make, I'll probably use this hydrogen source to pipe what I need to. Okay, so that is going well. This is still going really slow, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and see if we can make this last one. It's going to be a little trickier. I think I've kind of put myself into a little bit of a corner here. Let's get those out. Come on, you. There we go. And let's make this a little bit farther. There you go. Okay, that makes it easy. So that can go through. Go ahead, put the last one down. He needs foundation here, though. I think we're going to be stuck a little bit without the foundation. Foundation, what do we need? We need steel, and we don't make near enough that stuff around here. Or we could foundation that up. Let's see. Okay, last thing, and this is gonna be ugly as heck. I'm gonna put that right there. This is gonna go out to here. Connect. This is gonna go right here and connect there. We might go back a space here. Hold on, let's go ahead. Make sure everything that goes. Nope. And go too wide. Okay. Let's make sure that goes in. That goes in. That's only one space. That goes out, and that's going to be graphite. It does not like that spot, unfortunately. Let's see if we can do it a little bit wider out. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then on the way back, there we go. And there. Okay. And let's go ahead and make him do the same. And one power source. Great. Okay. So you can see, like I said, he's just going to kind of feed out there. He's going to feed in there. You see the one big problem here is it is starting to cut that a little bit, which is fine. But we're getting a whole lot more hydrogen out of it than we're putting in. So this is actually filling up. And this is getting better. So let's go ahead, before we call this a day. Another research matrix. It should be pretty easy to do. I mean, everything is... Oh, wow. Graphite. It's all just being picked up there. And I really don't need that graphite. I thought I needed it, and I really didn't. So let's just put it back into the system. Because I really don't. Now graphite's slowing me down, even though I have plenty of it. Okay, let's go ahead and get this last guy going, though. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of rework. Not much. Okay, so let's move that out a couple. Move that out a couple. I gotta get the connection. Come on. I'm gonna go over to this side and try this. Okay. This not a great connection. Okay. Cool. That's back where it should have been. Okay. So this seems to be the new base that is making it. We want to make sure that it's not really going down. And it seems like it's doing okay. Doing okay. This graphite, we want to make sure we keep this as back as possible because we don't want to have that. This whole base depends on this being able to continue to be full. Look over here. So we are actually finally getting rid of some of this storage, which is thankfully good. That's only sitting at 2,000 now. This one's sitting at 6,000, so it's still filling up pretty quick. That is going to be a problem. And let's see, that one is just regular fuel. Wonderful. More power. Like it. Okay. So yeah. So we're doing pretty well. This is moving much better than it was. But now we're making extra cubes. Graphite production seems like it's acceptable. Hydrogen. Still going up slowly. Which is good. like I said, we can of course continue to feed this more into the system all around. Like I said, it's pretty much picking up these. Are these guys actually doing it? Oh, you are actually, why are you, you have a whole lot of hydrogen going on. There's graphite. Because I didn't actually put a place for the hydrogen to go here. No, right here. It's just... This one, I don't think... Yeah, hydrogen's right there. It's just moving very slow. Probably because I kept it in the base for a little bit. Yeah, it should have no issue moving out. Just to help a little bit. We're gonna get another couple sorters for the moment. We probably could go a faster sorter. Just for a moment. Because it does seem like it... That is kind of stuck. That one is also... getting stuck. This one is having no issues, so it's kind of weird. And he's producing. He's just throwing it out there. So let's go ahead and open that away. We can just do that right there. There we go. This one, like I said, we're going to get rid of this. Keep that over there. And then we're just going to move that out there. And let's see, 59, 58, 7, 56, 54, 58. Okay, so that's going. Yeah, that's already just... It just pretty much threw out all of its stuff, which is fine. That's fine, but it's supposed to go at the front. Don't really care. This one, for whatever reason, doesn't have an issue. Okay, so that is good. And look at that, 400. So we're actually still gaining some. So that's the important part of it. This is now completely full. But we might be able to actually look at maybe using this graphite for research if we make another row of these guys at the other side here. So let's look at that last research for the moment. More construction drones, obviously. That's probably the best. Let's just kind of look at our red production as our last thing. Yep, look at those cubes. Oh, yeah. This is now working for me. So all of that, those guys are all doing the research. Blue cubes, more than I'll ever need. That is super nice and working down. So we're good there. So yeah, cool. Well, hey, thank you guys for joining me for this part. I think the next thing we're going to be doing is probably, again, getting more red cubes, because obviously you see how much research we have to do for it. And then we're going to be looking at the new power source. So thank you guys very much for watching and listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.